Being in a relationship with jealousy can be exhausting, sometimes embarrassing, and often deemed as disrespectful for the person in question. Somebody who suffers with a victim mentality needs a new outlook in life, and this can be possible with a mindset change. Without this, the jealousy patterns will continue and life will become even more difficult and relationships unbearable for both parties. How to overcome jealousy. Jealousy really can be the downfall of a perfectly good relationship. In this video, I'm going to discuss why people get jealous, how to prevent your partner from becoming jealous, and some top tips to overcome jealousy in general. Sure, a little jealousy is normal, particularly at the start of a relationship when you're building trust in each other. Sometimes people out of the relationship cross boundaries and it sets off an internal alarm. But when we see how our partner deals with these situations, the alarm softens and then we learn to trust their judgment and their loyalty. Nobody likes to feel threatened, and your partner should be the most precious thing in your life, so you obviously want to protect them and yourself when appropriate. Most people experience jealousy like this, and it doesn't create a problem. But when the jealousy is more extreme, this is when the problems in the relationship can start, and often it can be the start of the end of the partnership. Being in a relationship with jealousy can be exhausting, sometimes embarrassing, and often deemed as disrespectful for the person in question. One of the biggest reasons for jealousy is an obvious one in my mind. It's insecurity. When the person lacks self-confidence and feels that they are not good enough for the other person and therefore subconsciously believes the other person would be on the lookout for somebody better than them. There can be many reasons for somebody to feel insecure. They might feel invaluable, physically disadvantaged, which could mean too heavy, too tall, too small, or they may have been treated badly in the past, so they feel worthless now, bringing the past with them into the now and into the future. Someone who is insecure should make a list of all the things they feel insecure about and talk to their partner about these things and get reassurance. And make a list of all the good things that your partner thinks about you in order to boost the self-confidence and feel better about yourself. Someone who suffers from anxiety would normally be an overthinker and an overworrier. The reason for this is their subconscious mind is in an alarm mode and trying to keep you safe. The subconscious mind's purpose is to think about things that are physically dangerous, but these days, unfortunately, the subconscious mind is often more focused on emotions and how we feel about situations. Therefore, somebody who suffers with anxiety in a relationship may start to worry about the worst-case scenario in that relationship, which can often lead to jealous thoughts and a focused attention towards these thoughts, creating a vicious circle of overthinking and overworrying and negativity that could overspill into a perfectly healthy relationship. Once the subconscious mind is given a job to do, which in this case is to keep your emotions safe and to stop you from being hurt, it can confuse your messages with that something is wrong and you need to do something about it to stay safe. I do believe that sometimes self-sabotage is likely because somebody who is not in a relationship cannot be hurt by somebody else in a relationship, which is very sad to think about it in this way. Sometimes it can be due to past experiences, of course. Perhaps the breakdown of an old relationship because of infidelity has caused the subconscious mind to be overcautious and wary. The main purpose for the subconscious mind, you see, is to remember everything from the past that has hurt you physically and mentally to ensure that you do not repeat anything that can hurt you again. This is obviously a very sad situation, like I said, because the subconscious mind is not actually helping you in this instance. Sometimes people can have what we call a victim mentality, and when you speak to them about how their life is going, they reel off a list of bad things that happen to them, claiming that these are the reasons why they are where they are. Unfortunately, when you are stuck in this false reality, you can think that everybody is out to get you. You will always suffer from bad luck, and nothing will ever go right for you. Paranoia can also play a part, and then the general outlook in life is that everything is destined to go wrong, including your relationship, and so you start to look for all the negative possibilities, with jealousy sometimes being the main focus. Somebody who suffers with a victim mentality needs a new outlook in life, and this can be possible with a mindset change. Without this, the jealousy patterns will continue and life will become even more difficult and relationships unbearable for both parties. Sometimes you could have probable cause, and in this instance, somebody could be called jealous by a partner to make them feel bad and to make them back off from whatever situation they are questioning. If the person being accused of jealousy has no history of jealousy, then perhaps the person actually does have reason and cause to be worried and therefore is quite rightfully jealous under these circumstances. Communication is key. Boundaries between couples and other people outside the relationship must be discussed and set, whether it be through messaging on social media or in person or social situations or working institutions, for example. Communication is key. Controlling behaviours also plays a part. The dark side of this conversation is when one partner has a narcissistic trait and wants to control the other person. In this case, they may do things purposefully to ensure the other person is jealous and worried about losing them. These kind of people may say and do things just to get a reaction, and this is certainly a form of emotional abuse. In these instances, the abused can suffer from confusion, paranoia, anxiety, and even depression. Unfortunately, in these situations, the abused can experience the Stockholm Syndrome and feel an alliance with the abuser no matter what he or she does or says. Therefore, the only solution is to get away from the abuser. Whether narcissists can actually be helped or not is another conversation and a very good question, but from my experience so far, I highly doubt it. A relationship is a journey, and all sorts of things can happen along the way. Jealousy can arise when somebody has been flirtatious with your partner, or it seems like your partner has been flirtatious with somebody else. People can get jealous over exes, or even just hearing about exes. Some people don't even want to hear their partner's ex-boyfriend or girlfriend's name in a conversation. Even just finding things out about your partner's exes that you never even knew about before can be upsetting and cause jealousy to rear its ugly head. Jealousy can cause tension in any relationship and needs to be acknowledged and dealt with swiftly. Sometimes it's difficult to see the full picture in situations and we can jump to conclusions very abruptly. Communication is key. You need to be able to lead a life of freedom even when you're in a relationship, and this takes trust and respect. Through proper communication, the jealous one can air their concerns and hopefully, with the help of their partner, solve any past issues and prevent any in the future too. In life, discovering that you have a problem should never be seen as a negative thing. Instead, it means that you can find a solution and cement a happier future. It gives you a starting point. Nobody plans on being jealous. Sometimes it just happens to the best of us. Over the years, I've helped many couples get past the jealousy issue and go on to leading very trusting and happy relationships with my hypnotherapy audio, Overcome Jealousy. To find out more, simply click the link below and check it out at my website. And from all of us here at New Mindset Hypnotherapy, we hope you have a perfect day and thank you so much for watching.